Ducati is the undisputed king of the MotoGP circuit, dominating for 3 years straight. And one name is stealing the spotlight, Marc Marquez. But hold up, how does his impact stack up against the living legend Valentino Rossi during his time at Ducati? Patrizia Cianetti, Ducati's marketing boss, finally spills the tea. Who's had the bigger impact on Ducati? Buckle up, because this is going to blow your mind. Ducati is the absolute beast of MotoGP right now. Picture this. For the past 3 years, this Italian squad hasn't just been winning, they've been ruling the game. The 2025 season is proof. The top 3 spots in the standings, all Ducati riders. This isn't luck, folks. Ducati's got cutting-edge tech, the lightning-fast Desmocidity, and, of course, world-class riders. But one name shines brighter than the rest. Marc Marquez. The baby alien is on fire. 5 straight wins this season have left everyone speechless, leading the championship by a whopping 120 points. That's insane. So what makes Marquez so special for Ducati? And why is he being called the key to their massive success? Ducati isn't just about speed on the track. This brand has global swagger. And according to Patrizia Cianetti, Marquez is the magnet behind it all. She says, Marc Marquez has an incredible ability to grab attention and boost visibility. It's not just about racing, it's about how Marquez puts Ducati on the world stage. From Asia to Europe, MotoGP fans can't stop talking about the baby alien. So what's his secret? Let's break it down. Marc Marquez isn't just a rider. He's a phenomenon. Cianetti boldly states that Marquez has changed the game for Ducati. He's hugely popular in so many countries, especially in Asian markets. But not only there, she says. Picture this. In places like Indonesia, Thailand, or Japan, Marquez's name is like a magic spell. Every time he tears up the track, millions of eyes are glued to him. But it's not just about his popularity. Marquez has killer communication skills. He knows how to connect with fans, making them fall head over heels for Ducati. Cianetti adds, he's incredibly good at communicating. This has created an amazing ability to engage, talk, and interact with Ducati fans. Think about it. Every social media post, every interview, even that podium grin, it all makes Ducati shine brighter. Data shows Ducati's social media engagement has skyrocketed since Marquez joined. In Asia, sales of Ducati's premium sport bikes have spiked, and Marquez's charm is a big reason why. Marc Marquez's presence in our world has absolutely delivered a massive positive impact, Cianetti says. She even calls him super loved across the globe. No wonder Ducati's the hottest name, not just on the track, but in the global market. So, what makes Marquez so special? Beyond his undeniable racing skills, he's got charisma that's impossible to resist. Imagine a rider who's not just a champ on the track, but also a champ in fans' hearts. With Marquez on board, Ducati isn't just winning races, they're winning the world's love. But before we get too caught up in the Marquez hype, let's not forget one name, Valentino Rossi. How does the Doctor's impact compare? Let's dive in. Valentino Rossi. Who doesn't know this legend? The Doctor is a MotoGP icon, a guy who transformed the sport. But when it comes to his Ducati days, the story's a bit different. Back in 2012, Rossi joined Ducati with sky-high expectations. Fans hoped he'd bring the same magic he worked at Yamaha. But the reality, it wasn't that simple. Rossi struggled with the Desmocidity GP12. That season, he finished a disappointing 6th in the standings, trailing far behind Jorge Lorenzo and Dani Pedrosa. Not a single win with Ducati. Heartbreaking? Maybe. Patrizia Cianetti calls Rossi's era a bit of an unusual experience and very complex. Why? Because Ducati was in a rough patch back then. Their tech wasn't as competitive as it is now, and even Rossi, with all his charisma, couldn't deliver results on the track. Those were very different times, Cianetti says. Imagine Rossi, who's used to owning podiums, fighting tooth and nail just to crack the top 5. It wasn't just about Rossi's skills, it was about the team and bike's condition. Ducati wasn't the best Ducati we see today, but don't get it twisted, Rossi still had a massive impact. He was a fan magnet, and his presence brought attention to Ducati. Sadly, without wins, the impact wasn't as big as hoped. Compare that to Marquez, who joined when Ducati was already at its peak. The Desmercedesi is now a championship machine, and Marquez knows how to make it sing. So, does this mean Marquez outshines Rossi for Ducati? Let's talk about Ducati in 2025. This isn't the struggling Ducati of Rossi's era. As Cianetti puts it, Ducati today is the best Ducati we've ever had. Their products are unreal, their quality is top tier, and their brand is adored worldwide. Even satellite teams are begging to work with Ducati. Picture this, from the factory team to the satellites, Ducati's got a fleet dominating the MotoGP grid, and right in the middle of it all is Marc Marquez, the key to their success both on and off the track. Marquez isn't just winning races, he's elevating Ducati to new heights. Marc Marquez's impact is incredibly positive. He's amazing, super loved, Cianetti says. In certain countries, Marquez's presence has sent Ducati bike sales through the roof. Asia, for example, is a gold mine thanks to his popularity. And let's not forget, he's not just racing, he's killing it on social media, connecting with fans, and being the perfect brand ambassador. That's the full package Rossi's era didn't quite have. So what makes the Marquez era so different? First, Ducati's bike is now a beast. Marquez knows how to tame it. Second, he joined at the perfect time. Ducati already had a rock-solid foundation, and Marquez just added his magic touch. The result? 5 straight wins, a 120-point lead, and a real shot at a 7th world title, matching Rossi's record. Now let's talk history. If Marquez wins the 2025 championship, he'll match Casey Stoner's feat, the guy who brought Ducati their 2007 world title. But that's not all. Marquez could also tie Valentino Rossi's record of 7 Premier Class World Championships. With 10 races left, Marquez just needs 6 more wins to lock in the title without worrying about his rivals' points. That's wild. So, does this mean Marquez is better than Rossi? It's not that simple. Rossi's a pioneer who made MotoGP a global phenomenon. But at Ducati, he didn't get the chance to shine like Marquez does now. Marquez has the best bike, the best team, and the perfect moment. So maybe it's not about who's better, it's about who showed up at the right time. One thing's for sure, Ducati's lucky to have had both legends. So, what's your take? Is Marc Marquez truly the bigger game changer for Ducati? Or is the Doct still untouchable? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and give this a like if you think Marquez is Ducati's secret weapon right now. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any MotoGP updates. Share this with your racing-obsessed buddies, and let's cheer Marquez on towards that 7th world title. Catch you in the next one.